do dobra. Bar zvani čika, čika i još malo čika, i još malo čika, potporučnika. Bar zvani čika, čika i još malo čika, i još malo čika, potporučnika.
Join us in welcoming Reverend Jovan Marjanac, Dean of All Saints, Serbian Orthodox Cathedral, Mississauga, and Reverend Milovan Sredojević, Dean of St. Sava Church in Toronto, to present the St. Sava Scholarships for 2018.
Your Grace, Reverend Fathers, we have done something which hasn't been done, at least in a while, by one of our church communities. We fundraised and organized scholarships, serious scholarships for students from our community studying in Canada. We have given 2 scholarships for $5,000 each based on merit, so that's not just grades. We took into account community involvement, we took into account volunteering, outreach within the Serbian community and within the wider Canadian community. And we gave one more scholarship for $7,500 to somebody who displayed all those characteristics and also a more dire need for financial help. I'm here to tell you about the process. The process was governed based on other similar scholarship delivery methods. So somebody, me, was the person who had access to one email, which was given publicly to everybody when we publicized the process. The deadline was January 27th. Once somebody answered or sent an email to that address, they received a response with what to submit. They had to submit 2 semesters, at least, transcript, so their grades. They had to submit an essay on a topic which was given to them. They had to submit 2 recommendations, and they had to submit a resume or a curriculum vitae. And so once I went through the whole process of selecting everybody that sent in all the required criteria, I went through the tedious task of removing any piece of information which could give the committee an inclination as to who the applicants are. So there was a complete redaction of the candidates. We had 15 candidates who applied, 8 who fulfilled the requirements, or 6 rather, who fulfilled the requirements, and then 3 who were selected. The committee, composed of 2 laymen and 1 priest, none of which are on the stage right now, does not know until this moment who got the scholarships. They know that it was candidates 6, 5, and 2. But they do not know who got them. And here to reveal that to you is I. Please welcome Jelena, Stefan, and Katarina. Jelena is finishing her master's degree at the University of Toronto in molecular biology, studying to be a doctor. Katarina is at Ryerson doing her undergrad in sociology with ambitions to do a law degree. And Stefan is doing an undergrad at Ryerson in computer engineering. They are, beyond the fact that they're stellar students, involved in the community, church community, Mount Sinai Hospital, downtown charities. They help and are examples to our community. And this is why we don't feel an obligation, we don't feel a burden in giving them a scholarship. We feel it is an honor for the Serbian community to give them something like this.
Vaše preosveštenstvo, poštovani članovi, predstavnici Srpske ambasade i konzulata, draga braćo sveštenici, draga braćo i sestre, dame i gospodo. Velika mi je radost i zadovoljstvo da čestitam dobijenu stipendiju u jakoj konkurenciji ovim odabranim studentima. sa verom da će oni blagoslovom Božjim i molitvama Svetoga Save opravdati naša očekivanja, da će uspešno završiti svoja školovanja, da će pomoći, to jest svojim znanjem i sposobnostima, biti od pomoći čoveku i čovečanstvu, na ponos srpskog naroda u otadžbini i rasejanju. Nadam se da je ovaj skup u čast Svetoga Save, koji je ušao već u drugu sedmicu, i u čast Dana državnosti naše majke Srbije, da će ovaj skup postati tradicionalan i da će u buduće istaknuti studenti, deca rasejanja, dobijati stipendije i svoje znanje preneti na dobrobit čovečanstvu. Neka je blagoslov Božji sa njima.
And one final detail, which you may be asking yourself, where the money came from. $17,500 is a lot more than we earned selling tickets to this event. Yesterday, by the grace and goodness of good people, but primarily, which you will hear more about, Miss Rebecca McDonald, she hosted a fundraiser in her house where we raised $75,000 for scholarships. When I said this is much more than we anticipated, she said this is a lot less than she plans on. So this is something which we will continue, God willing, from year to year to support our students and to build a stronger foundation and a better future for the Serbian Orthodox community in Canada.
Ako ste se uželeli naše kuhinje i poslastice iz naših krajeva, posjetite Sarajevo Grill and Meat. Autentična balkanska kuhinja, poznati sarajevski ćevap i pljeskavica, domaće pite, burek, sirnica, zeljanica, krompiruša, po vašem izboru, raznolika domaća kuvane jela, pečena jagnjetina vikendom, a po narudžbi i drugim danima. Veliki broj delikatesnih proizvoda sa celog Balkana. Dođite u Sarajevo Grill and Meat na 225 East Mall u Torontu ili pozovite 647 748-2112. Backstage Entertainment predstavlja kanadsko-američka turneja, koncert Bajega i instruktori. Subota, 10. mart, The Phoenix Theater. Za više informacija posjetite backstage.com ili pozovite 647-449-3020.
Tamo je selo moje, tamo je Srbija. Tamo je selo moje, tamo je Srbija. Tamo daleko, gde cveta limun žut, tamo je srpskoj vojsci jedini bio put. Tamo je srpskoj vojsci jedini bio put. O zar je morala doć ta pusta nesrećna noć, kada si Dragane moj otišao krvavo. O zar je morala doć ta pusta nesrećna noć, kada si Dragane moj otišao krvavo. Tamo daleko, gde cveta beli krin, tamo su živote dali za jedno otac i sin, tamo su živote dali, zajedno otac i sin. Bez otadžbine daleko, na Krfu živim ja, ali sam ponosno klico, živela Srbija. Bez otadžbine daleko, na Krfu živim ja, ali sam ponosno klico, živela Srbija.
Ako ste se uželeli naše kuhinje i poslastice iz naših krajeva, posetite Sarajevo Grill and Meat. Autentična balkanska kuhinja, poznati sarajevski ćevap i pljeskavica, domaće pite, burek, sirnica, zeljanica, krompiruša, po vašem izboru, raznolika domaća kuvane jela, pečena jagnjetina vikendom, a po narudžbi i drugim danima. Veliki broj delikatesnih proizvoda sa celog Balkana. Dođite u Sarajevo Grill and Meat na 225 East Mall u Torontu ili pozovite 647 748 2112.
Igra i boje sa Balkana Viktor Lazarov, solistički koncert na klaviru, Slavenski, Mokranjac, Maksimović, Lazarov Pašu i Sokolović, 3. marta 2018. u 19 časova, Gallery 345 na 345 Sororan Avenue. Za sve rezervacije možete otići na info@gallery345.com.
We continue our celebration of Serbian culture and spirituality this afternoon, but we want to especially highlight how proud and sincere we are when we say we're Canadian as well. The Serbian people have been part of Canada's mosaic for over 125 years, with our oldest churches in Regina and Hamilton having celebrated their centennial anniversaries already. We're proudly partook in the year of celebration for the 150th anniversary of Canada. May we celebrate many more such jubilees together with our home. We invite the Consul General of Republic of Serbia in Toronto, Mr. Vasilije Petković, to address us.
A sada bismo pozvali Generalnog konzula Republike Srbije, Vasilija Petkovića, da nam se obrati.
Your Grace, Bishop of Canada, Dr. Mitrovan, members of Parliament, members of Consular Corps of Toronto, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and pleasure to address you today on the occasion of the Saint Sava Ceremonial Academy and the Day of the Republic of Serbia. At the beginning, I would like to express special thanks to the Serbian Orthodox Diocese of Canada, Bishop Mitrovan, Ms. Rebecca MacDonald, and proud Canadians of Serbian origin and root who made this event possible. Please let me welcome His Excellency John Bird, former Minister of Foreign Affairs of Canada, His Honor Bob Ratina, Member of Parliament, and His Excellency the Ambassador of the Republic of Serbia and Canada, Mr. Mihailo Papazoglu, and the members of the Consular Corps of Toronto. Among the Serbs, historical events were usually associated with Christian holidays, such as celebration of certain saints, which are connected to the religion. It has been done so in order to somehow secure God's help, God's grace, and to give bigger significance to the event itself. The statehood day of Republic of Serbia is February 15th. This date is one of the most important in the political, cultural, and historical calendar of Serbia. In addition to being statehood day, it is also the constitutional day of Serbia, as well as the day of the remembrance of the beginning of the Serbian Revolution. The term Serbian Revolution in the part of Serbian historiography refers to a period of Serbian history from 1804 to 1835 and was first used by Leopold Ranke in his book Die Serbische Revolution, what was later accepted by Vuk Stefanović Karadžić, prominent Serbian philologist and linguist who reformed the Serbian language and Serbian Cyrillic alphabet that has been in use ever since in Serbian state and recently in Bosnia and Herzegovina's entity Republike Srpska as an official letter. On February 15, 1835, Sretenski Ustav, the Candlemas Constitution, the first constitution of Serbia, was adopted by the Parliament of Principality of Serbia as one of the most modern, most democratic, and most liberal constitutions of its time in Europe. At that time, it represented the most eastern reflection of the French Revolution. It is called Candlemas Constitution because it has been adopted on Candlemas, the feast of the presentation of our Lord Jesus Christ. This is a Christian holiday commemorating the presentation of Jesus at the temple. It falls on February 15 by the Orthodox calendar, and on Candlemas, many Christians, especially Orthodox, Anglicans, Methodists, Lutherans, and Roman Catholics, bring their candles to their local church where the candles are blessed and then used for the rest of the year. February 15 has been celebrated as the statehood day of Serbia until the creation of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenians at the end of the First World War, after which it was abolished. It became official statehood day in Serbia again in 2002. As for the Day of the Remembrance of the beginning of the Serbian Revolution, as its part, the first Serbian uprising was the uprising of the Serbs in the Belgrade Pashaluk against the Ottoman Turks in the period from February 15, 1804 to October 7, 1813. Serbian military units led by Karađorđe, founder of the Karađorđević Serbian royal dynasty, managed to liberate the territory of Belgrade Pashaluk, which is today central part of the Republic of Serbia. The first Serbian uprising, preceding the second Serbian uprising in 1815, laid the path which ultimately led to the February 15, 1835, the date when the Candlemas Constitution has been adopted and therefore representing the beginning of the creation of modern Serbia. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a short presentation of only one part of Serbian rich history. Let me finish this speech by saying, Živela Srbija, honor and respect to Canada. Thank you.
Ako ste se uželeli naše kuhinje i poslastice iz naših krajeva, posjetite Sarajevo Grill and Meat. Autentična balkanska kuhinja, poznati sarajevski ćevap i pljeskavica, domaće pite, burek, sirnica, zeljanica, krompiruša, po vašem izboru, raznolika domaća kuvane jela, pečena jagnjetina vikendom, a po narudžbi i drugim danima. Veliki broj delikatesnih proizvoda sa cijelog Balkana. Dođite u Sarajevo Grill and Meat na 225 The East Mall u Torontu ili pozovite 647 748 2112. Backstage Entertainment predstavlja Dr. Nele Karajlić i koncert Zabranjeno pušenje. Stari dobri hitovi, subota 24. mart. Za više informacija posjetite backstage.com ili pozovite 647 449 3020.
Displaying the richness of our culture, the Academy of Serbian Folk Dancing, Miroslav Bata Marčetić, followed by their orchestra, will perform a choreography from Šumadija, Ajmo se u kolo. Kolo, the traditional form of dance in Serbia, is protected by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of the Serbian people, along with the slava and soon to be added gusle. The kolo can be as simple as holding hands in unity and dancing in a circle, or as complex as we are about to see.